Before I joined EXP Realty, I had questions, right? Real questions. Is it a pyramid scheme? Is the commission split actually even good? What's the catch? And to be honest, the answer is nobody will give me a straight answer. So today I'm giving you an honest review wished I had earlier, the good, the surprising, and the one thing I did not expect. So stick around because the last thing I share on this video is the thing that changed my business trajectory forever. Real quick, this isn't a sales pitch. If EXP is not the right fit for you, I'll say that. But my job is to give you accurate information so you can make the best decision for your career and your family and your life. That's it. So let's go. So I spent years inside a traditional brokerage model, the desk fees, the mandatory meetings, the 30% splits, made no sense stuff when I was the one person generating every single lead. I kept hearing about EXP, kept seeing agents talking about it online. And I'll be honest, my first reaction was straight skepticism. Cloud-based brokerage, stock, revenue share, what is all this? Sounding too good to be true, must be not true. It's weird. I wasn't sure which direction to go. So I'm going to break this down into four main categories: commission structure and whether the math actually works in your favor, the tools, what you actually get access to, the culture, because this is the one most people underestimate. And you hear some controversial, topics about this, and the revenue share model, the piece that most agents either love or completely misunderstand. And that last one, I'll give you my real take, not the hype, not the, woo woo woo, just the reality of it. So you can make a informed, educated decision if this could even be a good fit for you. So category one is the commission split, 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. Once you hit your cap, you keep 100% of every commission for the rest of that anniversary year, right? So plus you have an $85 a month fee, which covers your tech, your E&O insurance, and access to the great, amazing technology platforms that EXP offers. Now, compare that to a traditional brokerage where you might be on a 70-30 or even a 60-40 split with no cap in sight. That math favors agents who close volume, hands down, all day, no questions asked. If you close $5 million a year, you hit the cap fast, and everything after this is yours. That's not theory, that's just the math, and that's how it works, right? So now, can we just talk about stock things for just a second? Because people hear stock award and they think it's like some sort of gimmick. It's not a gimmick. When you close your first transaction, you get stock. When you cap, you get stock. And when you bring an agent into the business, you can get stock as well. Or rather, bring an agent to EXP, you can get stock as well, not just the business. Obviously, you got to bring them to EXP. So you're literally building equity in the company you're working for. When does that ever happen at a traditional brokerage? I'll just wait for you to answer that. We'll be here all day and I'll have the best watch time possible on a video. Exactly. It doesn't ever happen. So what about the tools that you get, right? The tools EXP gives you access to are KV Core, really any CRM of your choice. We got 3 of them. Pick one. They're all really good. Lofty seems to be the best. A full CRM and lead gen platform that you can generate pretty much any lead or any amount of leads that your heart desires. It gives you access to Skyslope, that's a full transaction management software, and gives you access to the EXP World. This is kind of what they call Sims World, if you guys remember Sims back in the day. I think it's still around, but it's a virtual campus where training happens, support happens, and honestly, community happens. I have a personal story where I needed something at 5 o'clock at night. And by the time I figured out, oh, wait, I can just go to the EXP World and get my answer, it was 6:30 in the evening. Most brokerage offices would be closed. However, I was able to get help from 2 different state brokers that were in the office being paid virtually. I was sitting on my sofa with my kid on my lap, eating dinner while taking care of business. Tell me that's not freaking awesome. So just, I'll be honest, EXP World took some getting used to. So you could think of it like a real estate version of a video game campus. But once you're in it, the access to training and the top producers from around the world is actually incredible. You can walk into any virtual room with a top producer from, let's say, Texas and ask them questions on a Tuesday afternoon. That kind of access doesn't exist at any other traditional brokerage, let alone do those top producers ever share their secrets with you? No. At EXP, they're actually incentivized to do so. Okay, so we've covered the split and the tools, but here's what I want you to pay close attention to, because the next two categories, culture and revenue share, these are the ones that either make this or break this to be the best decision of your career. And, the ones, agents that get tripped up on this, they just completely missed the ball. So don't skip this part, please. Now, category 3, like I promised, there's going to be the categories in this: the culture and why sponsor matters more than the brokerage. What is a sponsor? A sponsor is someone that says, hey, join EXP. This is why, this is how it can benefit you, and it influences you the most to join the EXP brokerage. So this is the most underrated part of EXP. The EXP is a platform. And I say that it's a platform to run your business on, but the experience you have depends almost entirely on the team and the community that you plug into. So I'm part of the Wolf Pack. You may have heard of it. One of the most collaborative, high-performing agent communities inside EXP, and the fastest growing, not to mention. We have weekly trainings, direct access to extremely high top producers, a culture of sharing, not gatekeeping. The culture changes how I show up every single day. And if you're evaluating EXP, don't just evaluate the brokerage. Evaluate who's going to be in the corner when things get hard, right? Evaluate who's going to be there with you through the fight, through the hard days, not the good days. Everyone's there on the good days, but they will get hard, and community is going to be everything for you, right? So here's the last little bit: category 4, revenue share. This is the real talk. Revenue share is not passive income on day one. I will repeat that over and over. If people think they join the XP and all of a sudden they have revenue share, blah, blah. No, let me be clear about that. It's a long-term game. You bring a productive agent, a producing agent, who then closes deals, and you earn a percentage of what EXP takes from them, right? Their transactions. They don't pay you, or you don't pay them. EXP pays you. So the brokerage split, you actually start to get some of that back, right? And then what happens is pretty soon you're making 100%, plus you're getting revenue share. You're potentially making over 100% commission by being at EXP and doing what you normally do every single day. It compounds over time. And the agents I know who've built revenue share income, they've been very intentional, consistent, and they're genuinely worried and considering how to lead agents with value, not recruitment. It's not a pyramid scheme. Your downline doesn't pay you at all. EXP pays you, and a portion of what they've already allocated goes back to you. But it takes time to build this. So don't understand like it's just join EXP and all of a sudden, poof, it's going to work for you. No, not at all. So if you're considering joining EXP, click the link in the description, book a private Zoom call, and I can walk you through what our record-breaking group is doing differently and how we can help you achieve your goals. We'll talk about your current situation, your goals, and whether or not this is actually a right fit for you or a right move for you to be a part of the Wolf Pack that will be in your corner when things get hard. There's no pressure, just a real conversation. Now, in the next video, I'm breaking down the top 5 myths about EXP that are keeping good agents stuck at the wrong brokerages, including the one about EXP being too saturated. Spoiler alert, the myth is costing people lots and lots of monies. So subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next video.